Liiiist.
This is the Josh Podcast Show, the anti-podcast podcast on God and man. The show that everybody's talking about. The show that will become a necessary part of your weekly mental diet. The show that picks up where JoshRolfe.com leaves off. The show title that uses the word podcast 4 times. Introducing your host, Josh Rolfe.
Here's a blog post that was written. It was written at the very beginning of my blog a year and a half ago or two, whenever I started it. It can be found at rol.ph/b. 4,619 Facebook secrets and why we don't want to die. 1. If you think that Facebook is a perfect company led by angels, you are right. 2. Facebook is, in fact, run by 4,619 angels. 3. The only non-angel on staff is Mark Zuckerberg, who is actually very human and 1/16th Cherokee. 3A. This isn't really a list. 3B. You are disappointed. 3B subclause 1. You thought you would have more to read. 3B subclause 1 subclause A. You are addicted to lists. 3B subclause 1 subclause A Roman numeral I. It's okay. 3B 1A 2. I am here to help. Lists aren't beneath me. If I saw this list, I'd click on it without thinking. 18 things Belgians should know about Mark Zuckerberg. After reading the list, I would most likely continue not thinking. Wait, 18 things. 18 things. That's an even-numbered list. Even-numbered lists aren't as interesting as odd-numbered lists. In some cases, I may want to create a list of 17 instead, switching Belgians with Buddhists, or adding Buddhists before Belgians. Or wait, this one would get a lot of hits. 99 traits your spouse, partner, lover, pet wishes you had. Lists. 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 Mashable, the internet god of lists, today posted the 7 best kitchen gadgets for a stress-free Thanksgiving. This list had 684 shares at last glance. I wonder how many shares it would get with an even-numbered list. Lists! 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 Does the number matter? I decided to do some research. I went to parents.com thinking I'd hit a list goldmine. Surprisingly, it took me about 11 seconds to find 11 signs you're becoming your mother. HuffPost is a list haven. 11 reasons to love Costco that have nothing to do with shopping. Are you seeing a theme here? 11, perhaps? Someone hasn't learned that 11 is the new 10 with 10 reasons you're not rich yet. Politico. Couldn't you find one more to blame? 10 people Obama should fire over healthcare.gov. Poor roll call. They're way behind the list-making curve with 9 takeaways from Nancy Pelosi at BuzzFeed Brews. Lists. Then there's my local paper with 10 things to know for Wednesday. Lists. Lists. What is the list? Why is it here? Where did it come from? Where is it going? It got me thinking about life, about death. There's a huge market in pre-death lists for a perfectly good reason, I'm sure. 1001 is a very popular number among lists of things to do before death. There's an Amazon link on the blog you can click on. Take out the zeros in 1001, and what do you get? 11. No coincidences. Lists! Not to be outdone, Dane Sherwood decided to write 2001 things to do before you die. An ambitious Facebook page creator started a page called 10,001 things to do before you die. They are still compiling that list. Prediction: a surge of 10,011 lists next year. Here's where it gets cool. The old bait and list headline is a tactic as old as the world is young, used by many over the millennia, according to Umberto Eco, who touches on their ancient origin. What's more, he says, we make lists because we don't want to die. I haven't read the article, but I don't need to. The title alone speaks to me. Lists! In dramatic fashion, minimalist Dr. John Izzo wrote, "The 5 secrets you must discover before you die." I hope his way under 1001 philosophy catches on. It will in 2 years. Lists!
List, list, list. Thank you for listening to the Josh Podcast Show, the anti-podcast podcast on God and man. For more information, visit joshpodcast.com. Follow Josh on Twitter at Josh Rolfe. That's Rolfe, R-O-L-P as in podcast, H. Now go and have the best day and night ever. And have fun.